Hi, welcome back to my channel, and today I want to take you all on a little tour of my craft room. It is a mess, but it's an organized mess, and I want to share with you some of the different storage solutions that I utilize, and maybe that'll give you some ideas for your craft area. All right, let's jump in. Here is my craft room. It is a spare bedroom in our house, and I'll just kind of walk you through kind of all the way around the room. So starting over here, this is an old bookshelf, and what I have over here are primarily books and a few kind of home decor and crafting things. And so these books I'm either going to make out of junk journals or I use them in my junk journals. And then up top, I have a bunch of different flowers that I have purchased for home decor projects, wreaths, things like that. And then moving over here, I have this little shelf right here. So I have my dyed papers in there, embellishments, more embellishments, and then any of my ink projects or artwork that I play around with. And then this little shelf, again, more basically different ephemera and vintage pieces are in there. I have this cart from IKEA. This has a lot of basically paints and paint supplies, spray paints and acrylic paints, gloves, stains, and then I have these little pockets for a lot of the things that I use most often. And then moving along, I have my cricut mats on the wall, and over here, various items stored there. And then I have my paintbrushes and markers and pens. And then I just recently added these. These were in my daughter's bathroom, but we redid the bathroom. And so here's just scraps of fabric, and then I have these two to put stuff in. And then I have a peg board from IKEA, and this is where I store my Dylusions inks and paints and all those different supplies. And then I have more storage of my Dylusions inks. And then let me come down. So I have this IKEA table. So this is one of the things that I need to get organized. So I was working on a junk journal. So these are a lot of the scraps and pieces of the leftover from the junk journal. And then I have some stamps and things I need to put away. So I need to clean that up. I have my easy press machines down there, some extra paint and stain. And then I have these two drawers from IKEA, the Alex drawers. And in here I have, my inks. I have a lot of my glues, any sort of adhesives, foam tapes, etc. And then my little stamping board. And here I have more stamps, my block stamps, plus my Mod Podge, gesso, modeling paste, all those things in there. Here's some stamps that I've been working on, so I haven't put them back yet, but they go in here. And then down here I have my old glue gun, and then some of my inks from Tim Holtz, these alcohol inks. So I love how much these drawers hold. And these are the things that I use the most. And here I have another cutting board. Sorry about that. My washi tapes. And here are all my stencils. And then here are just some kind of things I don't use all that often, but some of these what are these things called again? Gelatos. Yeah, these gelatos. I've been playing around with those a little bit. And I have this foil quill kit and some other embossing items in there. And then here I keep a lot of my scraps. So my bigger scraps of paper, and then down here in the bottom I have some smaller scraps of paper. So it's nice to kind of have those all organized there. And then on top of where these two Alex drawers are, I have my different dilutions, junk journals, or journals, and then some storage here, various items. I have some glitters and markers up there. And then these shelves up here, up top, these are, photo storage. I have a bunch of photo storage items in there. In that blue box, I have a bunch of blanks for different cricut projects, like t-shirts and pillow covers and things like that. Again, just some different storage of items for projects. And then this has some of my sewing stuff here. In this box, I have kind of all the things that I need for making my junk journal in there. And then I have some ribbons in this basket. And here's stickers and some Disney papers. And then this is my sewing table. This is a table I've had a long time. And this is my sign from my craft fairs. Excuse me. And then moving on around to this wall, I have this calyx storage from IKEA. And so I have in this one here, old photo albums and scrapbooks. And then down below in this section, I have, scraps of vinyl and iron-on and infusible ink. I have my Tyvek. I have some tracing paper. And then it's basically your base supplies that you need, either more storage bags, vinyl stickers, a paper that you can use to print. So all kinds of those kind of blanks. Then wood from Cricut, some of the leather. So all those kinds of materials are stored there. I also have sandpaper in there, and then these are a couple just blank journals that I've picked up. And then these sections here are all my different paper pads. Yes, I've gotten a little carried away with paper pads. But this whole section here is Christmas. And then this is basically solid color cardstock. And watercolor paper, white paper, copy paper, things like that. And then these are just a variety of scrapbook paper pads. And then here's more scrapbooks that I've done over the years. And then in that white tub at the end are more scrapbooks that I've done over the years. And then this last little section are smaller paper pads and sticker books and things like that. So that's what's in there. And then on top of the shelf, there's a sign that I hang on the front door for Derby, the jockey. And then these up here, these papers, are my next projects. And so I've kind of staged them up here. I have these little golden book junk journals and the fabric I'm going to use, the papers I'm going to use. But then you can see, below that, that's kind of where I have storage of some other items. Construction paper, felt. These have buttons in them and gems. Let's see. And then just some other storage items. And then I do have loose paper. So I had the paper pads down below. But this is where I store a lot of the loose paper. Either patterns or solids. I try to break it out. And I try to just keep full pieces in those because the scraps I put over in that Alex tub. And then this shelf over here, down on the very bottom, are all the different ribbons and laces and things like that that I have. And then these are just photo albums over the years. And I have these stickies on them for labels, but I need to make some nice labels. And then these two binders have a bunch of different stickers in them. And here's some cards, more photo albums. And then these are books that I've recently picked up over the last few months as I've gotten into junk journaling, that I want to use in my different junk journals. You know, children's books, music books, things like that. And I'm really excited to use that stuff. And then up top, just some more kind of craft supplies. One of the things that I've done to try to get a little more organized is I've set up this over here as kind of my staging station for my junk journals, because before I'd have all this stuff scattered all over the floor and it was too much. I couldn't walk around the room. So I'm trying out this new method. I really think I'm gonna like. This is gonna be my staging station. And then I got this table here, and this table is where I've been working. I was working in that table back in the back corner, but I recently added this table. I was planning on putting it along that wall there, but I need to get this bookshelf out. And so my husband is going to build me some shelves up here, 5 or 6 different shelves, and I'm going to take everything that's on that bookshelf and put them on those shelves. So then that'll free up the floor space. So I can put the table over there if I want, or if I want to move, you know, when I'm not using it, or if I want to move it out to the middle of the room. So far it's working pretty well. But yeah, I'm excited to try out this new kind of staging area for when I'm making my junk journals. The last little section to show you is I have my vinyl. I store my vinyl in these plastic garbage, plastic bag holders from IKEA on the wall. And then this is kind of behind the door, but these are all these different blanks for projects that I picked up. Like these frames I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby for just a couple of dollars, and then just other things I picked up on sale, or ideas, you know, project ideas that I want to do. So I don't know if any of y'all are like me, but I have like hundreds of ideas in my head, and just not enough time to get to them, and figuring out which ones to do first. And I work full-time. I have a regular job, so trying to find time to do all this stuff can be challenging. And then on the back of this wall, I had this shoe holder, and these are different photos that I want to include in different projects that I'm working on. So I thought that would be a good place to hold them. I'm very happy, y'all. I got this table cleaned off. Excited to do some more crafting. I hope that you liked the tour of my craft room. And, you know, I've been making some progress, but there's still more organizing to do. And, you know, once I start crafting, it then gets messy, but that's the life of a crafter. Let me know if there's some certain things that you liked in my craft room, and I would love to hear some of your storage techniques that you have. Please share them with me in the comments below. And remember to hit that like button if you found this video helpful. And also hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos from me on crafting and junk journaling and cricketing. All right, I'll see you all on the next video.